This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for September 1, 2023, truck driver robbed and shot in Moni SE. A truck driver was robbed of his vehicle and cash before being shot and wounded in Moni SE on Thursday afternoon. The injured man, who is said to be 47-year-old and is reportedly from Linstead, St. Catherine, has since been hospitalized in serious but stable condition. It was reported that around 1:15 p.m., the truck driver was at a hardware store in 3 Miles, St. Andrew, when a man chartered him to pick up plyboards in Monique, St. Anne. On reaching Monique, the police said he was led to Hull Street to a house where 2 other men, armed with guns, were waiting. Police reports are that the gunmen attacked and robbed the driver of $35,000, his driver's license, and his Isuzu motor truck, which was reportedly valued at $2.5 million. One of the gunmen fired 2 shots in his direction, and he was hit in his right side. The police were informed, and he was taken to hospital, where he was admitted. Police have since launched a search for the truck and the gunmen. The Monique police are investigating. Woman accused of stealing $147,000 from employer begins a restitution payment. A woman accused of stealing over $140,000 from her employer began making payments towards her restitution at a hearing in the St. James Parish Court on Wednesday. Elaine Baker, who hails from the parish, has been charged with embezzlement. According to court records, Baker was employed by the complainant to work at a bar. Between March 1 to March 21, she removed the money from the till, amounting to $147,000 for her personal gain. When confronted by the complainant, she confessed to taking the money. The court was further told on Wednesday that there was an out-of-court agreement to repay the money, but that it was not followed through on, resulting in the matter being reported to the police. During Wednesday's hearing, Baker told the court that she had $15,000 to begin restitution payments. The case was temporarily adjourned to allow the parties to participate in a mediation session with a mediator in court. When the matter was revisited, the court was informed that Baker had agreed to pay $62,500 by September 30. Presiding Judge Sasha Marie Smith Ashley then extended Baker's bail until October 2, when she will confirm whether the $62,500 was paid. Bar manager's alleged killer gets $800,000 bail. A man accused of fatally stabbing a bar manager at his St. James residence earlier this month has been granted bail in the sum of $800,000. 23-year-old Jamoy Hines was granted bail following a successful application by his attorney, Chuma Paris. The application was made before presiding parish judge Sasha Marie Smith Ashley. During Wednesday's sitting, the clerk of court informed the court that a number of documents, including the post-mortem report and the toxicology report, were still outstanding. Hines was granted bail on condition that he report to a specific police station on fixed days each week and reside at a specified address in the parish. He was also ordered to surrender his travel documents, and a stop order will be imposed at all ports to prevent him from leaving the country. A committal hearing has been scheduled for November 2, and the prosecution's bundle should be served on the defense by October 18. According to police reports, on August 9 at about 6:30 p.m., residents saw the suspect allegedly stabbing a man and alerted the police. Green was found lying on his veranda in blood with multiple stab wounds to his upper body. He was taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. More charges to come as a fraud at SSL balloons to Jamaican $3 billion, says FID. The Financial Investigations Division is reporting that the massive fraud uncovered at the Stocks and Securities Limited has ballooned to more than $20 million, or Jamaican $3.1 billion. The FID says its ongoing investigation into the SSL fraud has revealed that approximately 70 accounts were affected by the fraudulent activities at the financial institution, up from the over 40 accounts reported in the initial phase. According to the FID, its probe has also revealed an entrenched culture of gross mismanagement at the Stocks and the Securities Limited, dating back well over a decade. The agency, which was given an update on the massive fraud, said the investigative process has brought together local regulatory and law enforcement agencies to include the Financial Services Commission and the Fraud Squad. The US-based Federal Bureau of Investigations and the UK-based forensic accounting and intelligence firm Kroll, as well as relevant member countries of the Asset Recovery Interagency Network for the Caribbean, are also involved in the probe. Keith Darien, Principal Director of Investigations at the FID, said other people will be charged in the case in the coming months.
Prosecuting financial crimes requires meticulous evidence gathering to ensure success in the court and to follow the money so that any illicit funds or assets may be identified, restrained, and recovered. Before the next court date, we anticipate the arrest and charge of other actors involved in the multiple fraudulent schemes recently discovered. There are certain deliberate actions being taken to support the increased investigative efficiency. Our investigators have contacted the affected parties via email and phone calls, but the responses have been short of encouraging. We continue to appeal to those affected to contact the FID, which is a critical part of seeking justice through the courts.
Director General of the FID, Selvin Hay, said the investigators are determined to bring those behind the SSL fraud scheme to justice.
It has taken on new dimensions which are wider than first expected. What is being uncovered is that there are approximately 70 affected accounts, and this is significantly more than the just over 40 affected accounts that were uncovered at the initial stage. The investigation has also identified other fraudulent schemes at SSL which have resulted in the misappropriation and or loss of numerous investors' funds amounting to over US $10 million.
Janan Panton, a former wealth advisor at the SSL, has been charged with stealing US $10 million and the Jamaican $90 million from a number of accounts managed by SSL. Ms. Panton has been denied bail and was remanded until December 6. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark has welcomed the news by the FID that additional people are expected to be charged in the SSL financial scandal.
On a number of occasions this year, including in my budget presentation in March of 2023, I outlined the policy position of the government of Jamaica with respect to the investigation into the SSL matter. And that policy position that I have outlined is to get international help, to leave no stone unturned, and to follow the evidence wherever it shall lead. The release from the FID today is consistent with that policy direction.
Last week, the opposition People's National Party issued a call for the government and the law enforcement officials to provide an update on the status of the investigations into the massive fraud at SSL. Opposition spokesman on finance Julian Robinson said it was important that Jamaicans, and in particular those with monies invested in the company, are kept in the loop about the progress of the investigations. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.